Hi guys, we're gonna get cooking again, so let's talk about what we're gonna make. I know I promised bean dip. However, I had a request, and this request was to make my bacon wrapped shrimp with remoulade sauce in the air fryer. And for time consumption, I just went ahead and did most of them, but I'm going to show you how I wrap the shrimp in the bacon and marinate it in the remoulade sauce. Okay, now I use a thinner bacon so that I can get it wrapped easily, not heavy market sliced bacon. So, and I have marinated our shrimp in a remoulade sauce, a little water, a little bit of lemon juice, and a little bit of pesto. Or either you can use some basil or something. And I'm using Georgia shrimp. So they're pretty nice size shrimp. Now, before we get started, if you see comments come in and you want to see what I'm doing and you don't want to see those comments right now, put your finger on the screen and swipe it to the right and the comments will go away and then you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to take the shrimp. I'm actually going to fold the shrimp in half because shrimp can cook too fast if it's too thin. And then I'm going to roll it on one side and then halfway through turn it. These are actually half pieces of bacon. I'm going to turn it and then I am going to put it on the skewer and I'm going to make sure the end is overlapped. So when I put it on the skewer, the bacon will stay securely on the skewers. Okay, got one and I've got one more to show you. And then I'm going to get those in the air fryer. So hopefully they can be done before we get through. And I'm going to make you a nice little bruschetta. Anybody loves that. And then I'm also going to make you some peanut butter if we have time. So, all right, I have the last skewer ready. I'm going to put it in the rack and pinch the end and twist. Now, this set of shrimp I haven't basted, so I'm going to go back with our silicone basting brush and baste it. I might put a little bit more on the other ones. Now the remoulade sauce will caramelize as it's cooking, so it'll get real brown and crusty on the outside. And if you want the recipe for my remoulade sauce, it's on my website. So click on my name up above and go to the website. So, okay, we have the skewer set ready to go in the air fryer. And I'm going to run it back there behind me and put it in the air fryer, and it'll be cooking while we're talking about a couple of other things. Messy on your hands, so before we get busy, working on something else on our bruschetta. If you have any questions, call me. Come back into the party. Go shop on the interactive catalog if you want to, or in the shopping link. The shopping link is at the top of your party. So it's easy to find, and you can scroll through and look at different things, maybe watch some videos that are on the site. So we are about ready to make the bruschetta. And I make my bruschetta out of diced tomatoes, already diced and peeled. And this is the smooth edge can opener, if you're wondering, that's in your catalog. It does a great job. Probably the best manual can opener I've ever had. It has a little pincher on the side, so you can pick the top up. Let me show you the cool thing. There's no rough edge, and if you only use a little bit of the can, you need to put it in the fridge for a little while, it clicks back on the top. So we're going to drain our tomatoes, and I actually bought tomatoes with a little garlic and onion in them. I kind of like that because it infuses a little flavor. So we're going to get that excess juice off. Okay. Now, so that I can add the other ingredients, I'm going to put it in our batter bowl and put this to the side. Now the juice you can use for something else. Now, I like to put some olives in my bruschetta, and I actually like to put just a touch of the olive juice. So we're going to take some olives out, and we're going to chop them up. Can you see what I'm doing? Or I need to angle the camera down a little bit more. Okay, we're going to put the olives right under the chopper. Let's see where we are. Oh, that's perfect. It's done. I actually like to use a few peppers as well. And I talked to you about these peppers last night. Killer peppers. They're sweet, they're tangy. They don't have a big bite, but just enough. And you know what? I think I'm gonna put some capers in with it. I like to put capers in my bruschetta. Wow, look how beautiful. Okay, now, occasionally I have my olive salad, which has all kinds of great olives, different kinds of olives like Kalamatas and different things. So when I have that, ooh, we've got one right here. When I have one like that, I'll take a couple spoons. Now I do put some seasonings in mine. I put garlic and herb rub. Yes, I just do it the way the amount that I like. It's probably about a half a teaspoon. And a little bit of Greek seasoning. If you haven't been to our pantry, there's some great herbs and rubs and mixes, like the guacamole mix and the French onion dip mix. That's really good. Okay, now I need a little Georgia Olive Farms olive oil. Probably about a quarter cup. A little pepper. My hands are a little slick. Where's my towel? And a little salt. Doesn't need a whole lot of salt because the olives have salt in them. It needs just a little bit. Now I'm going to put a little bit of green onion in it. I don't like big chunks of onion in my food. Should have done this earlier. But I do love the taste of onion. So I'm going to take some green onion. Let's rinse them off real quick. Now, I don't know about you, but I get green onions that are really cleaned well before I get them. And I save the ends, and I'll put them in a stock. So, here we go. Little green onion goes a long way. I'm actually going to chop the white ends a little bit more. And the green ends I'm just going to put in the way they are. They add color, they add texture. They're not really that strong. They have a nice sweet flavor. Okay. So I'm going to take the white ends and do a little chop on them. And I'm going to take the green ones and just put it in the bruschetta. Let's get our chopper back underneath. Whoops, missed a piece. There, it's perfect. And I want all that good stuff in the mix. Now, because it's kind of bacon night tonight, I decided that we were going to put some bacon bits in our bruschetta. I know bruschetta doesn't usually have bacon bits, but heck, you can do whatever you want to with your own food. I like to say you're eating it, so make it to your taste. I want you to see how beautiful this is. Okay, got a taste, got a taste. Mmm. Perfect. The only thing that might make it a little more perfect is, and I've got some right here. You don't see a label on the jar? Because this is my pesto. It's my secret recipe. Can't share it with you. However, I can give you a recipe for a good pesto. I've actually got a couple of chefs trying to figure out what I put in it. A little bit different. Can give you one hint. I roast my pine nuts and I roast my garlic when I make it. And when I make it, I make like 12 jars of it at a time. And I always use Georgia Olive Farms olive oil. For those of you that don't know me, Georgia Olive Farms olive oil was started by my family. So you're always going to see me using it. If I happen to make grits, it'll be Gala's grits. So let's plate this and see how pretty it is. Now, I've never made it with bacon. This is in honor of you tonight. So here we are, our bruschetta, ready to serve. Now people will think you've worked all day on it. You know you haven't, but you can take the credit for it. So let's go check, let me go check the bacon wrapped shrimp and see what they're looking like. Woohoo, they're looking good. They're beautiful. So we have about 8 minutes left. So I'm going to move this over. Move the bruschetta this away. And I'm going to show you how to make peanut butter. But just 1 second, let me get this workspace cleared. Okay, let's make peanut butter in our amazing cooking blender. Now, ask me what's so special about this cooking blender. Y'all, it does about everything. It'll make smoothies. I do a sauce called bechamel sauce. Sounds real fancy, doesn't it? It's really not. It's really easy in the cooking blender. And you'll see the recipe on my site if you go to it. Just scroll down, look at some of the different recipes and tips. They're a lot of fun. Doesn't cost you anything to go to my site. You just might find something great. I make peanut butter. I make peanut butter all the time. And I make an out-of-this-world protein-packed pudding. Now, I cook keto low carb all the time. So a lot of the recipes you're going to see are meat and protein-packed foods. So that gives you a little bit of background. So I am going to make our peanut butter really quick while we're here. And this is how simple it is. Pour a jar of roasted peanuts. Now, you know, a lot of people say it doesn't matter what kind of peanuts you use. But I grabbed a cheap jar from the dollar store not too long ago and made it. And it didn't taste like great roasted peanuts. So, pour the peanuts in. And I like to put a little sweetener in my peanut butter. And when you're not with me, I also like to put a little cocoa. But about 2 teaspoons of sweetener. And I use Swerve. It's just really easy. Doesn't have an aftertaste. You can't tell it's even in there, except it has a little sweet taste. And here we go. Now it's going to get noisy. So, you need to put me on mute for a second? Please do. Alright, I'm going to turn it to grind. This has all different kind of settings. It has smoothies, alternative milk. I make almond milk in it. You know, when you run out of milk for a recipe and you have to drive 30 miles to town or 20 miles to town to get some, if you've got some almonds in the pantry or in the refrigerator, you can make your own almond milk. It's so easy, it takes no time. All right, we have it on grind, and here we go. Takes 2 minutes. Almost ready. I think it's mixed well enough. I'm going to go ahead and take it up and show you what it looks like. So, we need something to put it in. Let's check the scallops or the shrimp. A little caramelizing on the edges. It's looking so good. I think I could actually turn it off. Okay, check out our peanut butter. You ever had a craving in the middle of the night and needed something and there just wasn't anything there? As long as you've got peanuts in the pantry, make a little peanut butter, put it on some crackers or whatever you want. Now this is a cool tool. It's called the long skinny scraper, and it'll reach into a mayonnaise jar or anything long and pull the ingredients out. It scrapes the bottom really good too on the blender. Okay, get rid of this. Not going to get rid of the blender quite yet. Oh my gosh, there's nothing like fresh peanut butter. Now, I'm going to use one of these things that's dirty. Splattered up on me. I'm going to put a couple cups of water. Y'all, this is the Easy Read measuring cup. Put a couple drops of dishwashing liquid. And you're going to love this. Put the top on it. I'm not going to let it finish its cycle, but I want to show you. You put it on heated wash, push the button, and it washes itself. How cool! anything that washes its own dishes is great by me. I mean, washes itself. Okay, this is heating up right now, and I'm going to turn it off so we can see the bacon wrapped shrimp because it's ready. Let's turn this off. Okay. So we have our peanut butter, and we have our bruschetta, and now we're fixing to take a look at our finished bacon wrapped shrimp. I forgot I was moving it, so look at those beauties. Aren't they great? This is our tool to take the rotisserie and the skewer set out of the air fryer. Now, these are really hot. Normally I'd let them cool down just a little, but so you can see them, I'm gonna go ahead, pinch, and remove. Got one sticking. Okay, I don't know why I went and got tongs. Y'all have seen me use my fingers before. But just so I look like I know what I'm doing when it comes to safety. Alright, we do pinch, turn, take them out. Pinch, turn, take them out. Pinch, turn, take them out. And pinch, turn, take them out. Oops, there it goes. Now, I like putting mine in my insulated bowls, so that way they stay warm. So when we're waiting for company, the dish stays warm, whether it's or cold. Right off the skewer. These are beautiful. I know there's a little lady out there, my mom, that would love to have these. These are one of her favorites. Now, it's not burned on the edges. It's just a little caramelized. And the shrimp are done to perfection in 20 minutes. The bacon's crispy. The shrimp are done, but they're not overcooked, which is something I'm kind of funny about, overcooked shrimp, coming from a coastal area. So we are done. Isn't that beautiful? And in honor of you, I made remoulade sauce. And the remoulade sauce recipe is on my site as well. So here we go. We have our bacon wrapped shrimp, our remoulade sauce, our peanut butter, our bruschetta, and chips. And I have one other thing to show you. I hope you can indulge me for just a second. One of my favorite things to cook is bacon taco shells. And because I have company, we're having bacon taco shells stuffed with scrambled eggs and cheese in the morning. So I made them just before I came on. And look at those things. Aren't they beautiful? This is one of my favorite things in the world. Unfortunately, the V-shaped pans that they're made on is going to be going out of stock. And you will find these V-shaped pans in the outlet. Like I said, this is one of my favorite things to do and make. I want you to see the taco shells. Can you see it? And just imagine stuffed with scrambled eggs and cheese. Perfect breakfast in the morning. You get 2 pans. This is one, and you'll get another one. So you can do taco shells, you can do chips, you can do pretty much anything in them. I just love to make my bacon taco shells. Well, thank you for joining me tonight, and I hope you had fun. See you later.